So joining me now is Karl Rove, former White House Deputy Chief of Staff for President George W. Bush, and Robert Wolf, former economic advisor to President Obama. Both are Fox News contributors. Great to have both of you with us today, gentlemen. Some interesting developments as we look at the top of this race. Obviously, President Biden doesn't seem to be going anywhere. There was a lot of speculation that he might drop out. He gave his second sort of campaign speech today in South Carolina at the AME Church. And on the Trump side, he's obviously in first place in the GOP race. And Karl, I'll start this with you. He's concerned. He wants his caucus goers to actually show up. He doesn't want anyone to get complacent, as both of these top front runners, know what's at stake here. How do you see it, Karl?
Well, a smart decision by the former president to encourage his people to show up no matter what. He is ahead in the Real Clear Politics average with 51%. That's 32 points ahead of number two, which is in the Real Clear Politics average, DeSantis. Nikki Haley at 16. Now, this is an average of recent polls stretching over weeks and months, so it does underestimate, in all likelihood, where Nikki Haley is. But the former president, smart to say, don't take it for granted. After months of saying I'm 60 points ahead, he's now saying the right thing, which is lower your expectations. We're in a fight. Please turn out and vote. Really important for him as he closes off the caucuses.
So, Robert, I want to pull up this quote from James Carville on ABC, because there's been a lot of focus in the last few days around the January 6th anniversary. And he is cautioning President Biden to not put all of his eggs in this threat to democracy basket. He says it makes sense on January 6th, but don't kid yourself. On January 8th and 9th, Americans will still be going to the grocery store. People live in the economy and experience it many times a day. They don't live on January the 6th. And interestingly, this was also picked up on by Mitt Romney, who said as a Biden campaign theme, I think the threat to democracy pitch is a bust. January 6th will be 4 years old by the election, and basically calls it kicking a dead political horse. Is it a mistake to go so all in on these threat to democracy themes, Robert?
I like James, but we know James has been wrong in 2008 with Obama, 2012 with Obama, 2016 with Hillary. In 2020, he didn't support Biden in the primary. So, I mean, honestly, I think that the campaign has to be more broader than just democracy's on the line. I actually think Bidenomics is something he should be running on. I think the wind's at the back in the economy. We've had wages outperform inflation the entire 2023 and now into 24. With respect to democracy on the line, I actually think it is on the line, and I think it's actually resonating. At the Valley Forge speech, he had over $1 million in 24 hours in grassroots contributions. Actually, today at the Emmanuel Church, that was a great speech. There was a lot of electricity in the air. They were yelling 4 more years. So I think, his campaign is really less than a week old. As Karl knows, you want to be president more than candidate. And so he's just starting the campaign. He's President Biden. He made sure that he wasn't really running in 23. His ideas was to start now. And this is what President Obama did. He also added Mitch Landrieu today, who's really strong, that ran his infrastructure group to become on the campaign. So I think it's just beginning, and it's been a great 72 hours.
Well, interesting to learn that President Obama went to the White House and that he was very animated in his concern about the way the campaign is being run, and encouraged them to talk to his people, and obviously expressing some concern about all that. So we'll see where it goes. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Good to have you stop by today. Robert Wolf and Karl Rove, my thanks to both of you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.